It started like any other normal day. The sun was bright. Children played in the parks. People hurried to their jobs. No one knew that by sunset, the world would change forever. Without warning, the sky tore open with a loud, endless roar. Massive alien ships, bigger than mountains, appeared above every major city on Earth. At first, people stared in shock. They thought it was some kind of show or mistake. But when the first blast came, burning cities to the ground, panic took over. Governments tried to fight back, but were crushed in minutes. The aliens, known as the Zirconians, spoke in cold voices through every screen. Surrender, or be destroyed. Fear spread like wildfire. Soldiers dropped their weapons. Leaders disappeared. Hope seemed lost. Humanity, proud and strong, now looked small and helpless. But deep underground, in secret places, a few brave men and women refused to give up. They knew one thing. If they wanted to survive, they had to fight back. No matter how powerful the enemy, no matter how impossible it seemed, humanity's true war had just begun, and it would turn them into something the universe would never forget. Hidden deep underground, small human groups began planning. They had no large armies, no mighty ships, but they had courage, anger, and something the Zirconians did not understand, the human spirit. Late one night, under the ruins of a destroyed city, a secret mission began. A small team of fighters, carrying homemade bombs and stolen alien tech, crept toward an enemy supply ship. Every step was a risk. One wrong move, and they would all die, but they moved with silent determination. When the bomb exploded, it lit up the sky like a second sun. The massive Zirconian ship shook, then fell crashing into the ground. For the first time, the aliens felt fear. They had thought humans were weak, but now they saw something worse. Humans were dangerous. The Zirconians struck back with fury. In a single day, they erased an entire human city from the map. Millions of lives were lost. Grief filled every heart. But so did a new kind of fire. The first blow had been struck. Humanity had made its choice. They would not run. They would not bow. They would fight, and they would make the stars remember their name. The Zirconians could not believe what they were seeing. Humans who had seemed broken and defeated were now fighting back harder than ever. They were no longer just soldiers. They were becoming something else. Something terrifying. Across the world, humans started building new weapons using captured alien technology. They created faster ships, stronger armor, and smarter machines. Scientists and engineers worked day and night in hidden labs. Human fighters became quicker, tougher, and more deadly. Soon, the aliens gave humans a new name: monsters of Earth. In battle after battle, small groups of humans destroyed much larger alien forces. They used speed, tricks, and brutal tactics that the Zirconians had never seen before. Fear spread among the aliens. Even the bravest Zirconian commanders started avoiding human zones. They realized that humans didn't just want to survive. They wanted to win at any cost. The galaxy watched in silence and fear as humanity changed. They were no longer just fighting for their home. They were fighting to become something unstoppable. And deep in the darkness of space, whispers began. Do not anger the monsters of Earth. Humanity had learned the enemy's secrets. They knew the Zirconians believed they were unbeatable. So humans decided to do the unthinkable: attack the enemy's mothership. The plan was crazy. The mothership was the size of a small country and guarded by thousands of alien fighters. But humans had something more powerful than numbers. They had rage, courage, and a deep hunger for freedom. Late one night, using stolen alien ships, a small human team slipped through enemy defenses. Every second, they risked being caught and killed. But their hearts were strong. Their mission was clear: end the war. Inside the mothership, what they found made their blood run cold. The Zirconians had done this before, destroyed dozens of other peaceful worlds. Millions of innocent lives had been wiped out, just like Earth was meant to be. Without wasting a second, the humans sent live footage of these horrors across the galaxy. Alien species everywhere saw the truth. The Zirconians were monsters, not rulers. That day the galaxy changed. Fear of humanity grew stronger, but so did respect. The war was not over yet, but now, humanity was no longer fighting alone. The great mothership burned in the sky. Falling like a dying star, across Earth and across the galaxy, beings watched in silence. The impossible had happened. Humanity had won. But the victory came with a heavy price. Cities were gone. Oceans boiled. Billions had died. Earth would take hundreds of years to heal. Still, the humans stood proud. They had refused to break. They had refused to bow. The Zarkonians, once the terror of the stars, fled into the dark corners of the galaxy. Their empire shattered. Other alien races who had once feared humanity's weakness now feared something much greater: humanity's strength. Across every star system, a simple message spread: never attack Earth. Never awaken the monsters of humanity. Stories were told around alien campfires about the humans, how they fought like demons, how they turned pain into power, and how they would never stop once they started. Humanity was no longer seen as weak or helpless. They were now the most feared force in the galaxy. A warning to all who dreamed of conquest, and deep in the endless night of space, every whisper carried the same word with trembling fear: humans.